Discipline in prison is actually really easy. And I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. When you're locked up, you don't get options. You don't get distractions. You don't get comfort. You don't get freedom to negotiate with yourself. You wake up when you're told. You eat when you're told. You move when you're told. Your environment forces structure on you. But when you come home, nobody forces you anymore. And that's where your discipline is truly tested. Welcome back, my people. If you're new here, it's just a paperboy. This channel is about motivation, about the man that's rebuilding. Men who've made mistakes, men who've lost time, men who refuse to stay down. In the last episode, I spoke about the discipline I built inside prison. But in this episode, this is about what happened when I came home. Because prison didn't break me. Freedom tried to. When I walked out, there was no noise, no keys, no door slamming, no roll call, no routine being imposed. It was just silence. And that silence is dangerous. Because structure used to come from the outside. Now it had to come from the inside me. And the first thing you realize when you're free is this. Nobody cares what time you get up. Nobody cares if you train. Nobody cares if you slip. Nobody cares if you waste a day. You are fully responsible. That's powerful, but it's heavy at the same time. Prison removes comfort. Freedom gives it back in full. Soft bed, proper food, phone, internet, people, choices. Comfort feels deserved. And that's where that trap lies. Because comfort whispers things like, you've been through enough. Take it easy. You can start tomorrow. One day off won't matter. And one day becomes 3. 3 becomes a week. A week becomes drifting. And drifting is how men end up back where they started. Not because they're evil. Not because they're incapable. Because they relaxed. They relaxed their standards. Let me be very clear about something. While I was inside, I made a decision. And it wasn't dramatic. It wasn't emotional. It wasn't, I'm going to change my life overnight. It was a calm decision. It was a cold decision. But it was final. I will never go back to illegal activity. Ever. And it's not because I'm scared. It's because I understood what it costs. Freedom isn't something I'll gamble again. That decision was made in a cell. But it had to survive outside the gate. That's the difference. Here's something most people don't understand. A lot of what people call discipline is actually compliance. You follow the rules because you have to. You behave because there are consequences. That's not discipline. That's external pressure. Real discipline is internal. It's waking up early when you don't have to. It's training when nobody's checking. It's turning down money that's fast but wrong. It's staying consistent when nobody's applauding. That's discipline. And freedom exposes whether you have it or not. The first test wasn't some dramatic criminal intention. It was small. Oversleeping, scrolling too long, letting one gym session slide, allowing conversations I shouldn't entertain. It was those little things. But those little things, they're indicators. Because how you do small things is actually how you do everything else. I caught myself once, phone in hand, scrolling, and I thought, this is how it starts. Not crime, but drift. And drift leads to weakness. Weakness leads to excuses. Excuses lead to old habits. And I refused that. The biggest change wasn't routine. It was actually identity. Inside, I wasn't a guy serving time. I was actually a man rebuilding. So when I came home, I didn't drop the identity. I carried it like a backpack. I'm not someone who needs prison to be disciplined. I'm someone who lives disciplined. That's different. Identity is stronger than environment. If your discipline depends on where you are, you don't own it. Let's be honest. Most men don't fail because they lack opportunity. They fail because they lack structure. Freedom without structure is chaos. You can wake up whenever, work whenever, train whenever, rest whenever, and whenever becomes never. So I kept my structure. Same wake-up time, same training time, same mental rules, same boundaries. I didn't allow freedom to dilute my standards. I tightened them. Freedom doesn't change you. All it does is reveal you. If you're lazy, freedom magnifies it. If you're disciplined, freedom amplifies it. If you're drifting, freedom just accelerates it. That's why some men come out and build empires, and others come out and go straight back. Freedom isn't the difference. Discipline is. If you're rebuilding right now, from prison, from debt, from addiction, from a failed business, from an embarrassment, from regret, you don't need sympathy. You just need some structure. You need standards that don't bend when comfort appears. You need mornings that start with intention. You need training that reminds you who you are. You need boundaries that protect your future. Nobody is coming to regulate you. You regulate yourself. That's adulthood. That's masculinity. And that's authority. I used to think prison changed me, but it really didn't. The decision changed me. Prison just gave me structure, and freedom tested it. Discipline proved it, and now it's situational. It's permanent. Freedom exposes who you really are. So when nobody is watching, who are you? It's just a paperboy, man, and we're building something that lasts. I'll see you on the next one. If you've taken anything away from this episode, please, my people, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you, man.